find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Right to the air is Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They're trying to force that quick miscue, and I'd say their plan worked to perfection.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on 1st down.
He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert.
And some room to work. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again and down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Two straight sacks have him backed up now for a third and goal. Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Vikings at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum plan. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
50 Vikings, trap 50, trap 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Let's go now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Jackson's throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Hunter Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
On second down, Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Okay, ready?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on third and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run the option here on first and 10.
To throw is Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Bears! Cedric Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Ready.
2nd and 11. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson now locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A handoff for Herbert. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing is Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Back to throw now on first down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That going to be caught downfield by Miller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Here's a give to Herbert. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. Play action. Now Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson out to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now Jackson on second down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him. They'll look to throw here. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. A good pickup there at 22. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert! 18 Rattler.
They're going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 50, trap 50. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. One last shot at the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick.